Hi, everyone. I'm Lisa D'Amico, and I'm the curator of the Rockefeller Gallery. And today I have the pleasure of speaking with Soo Kim. She's one of the featured artists in our exhibit, Timeless Blooms. And Sue, it's wonderful to talk to you. As you know, I am a big fan of your work, and I'd love to know the inspiration behind the pieces, but also the inspiration behind how you work.
Yes, thank you so much for having me. It's an honor to be part of the gallery, and I'm so excited to meet other talented artists. So the few pieces that are in Timeless Blooms are kind of a celebration of life. I'm more of a mixed media artist, focusing on alcohol inks. So alcohol inks, a lot of people don't know about yet. It's kind of fluid like watercolor, but I actually use rubbing alcohol mixed with inks, and it's a very soothing medium. It's a pour and dry method where you pour the inks with rubbing alcohol and you use a kind of like a squeegee tool where you blow air and you create a really soothing flow on the canvas. Randomly discovered this, and I developed my own style of work using sometimes spray paint, acrylic paints, layering it over. The pieces that are part of Timeless Blooms are more floral shaped, but it's a mix of all different, very pastel-y, from soft colors to sometimes dark. And it's just I created a collection of more floral-esque pieces, and those are the pieces from that collection.
Sue, did you work with alcohol inks from the very beginning, or were you working in other mediums that led you to alcohol inks?
I was actually more of a watercolor artist before I stumbled upon alcohol inks. Yeah, so I mean, I have a whole background degree in all different mediums, but I love the beautiful like flow of watercolor. I love blending. That's why I think it was a natural way for me to move into alcohol inks, because I fell in love with the vibrancy of the inks. I fell in love with the flow. It's a very therapeutic medium. It's therapeutic to look at and enjoy in everyone's homes.
When you work on a piece, because alcohol inks don't give you as much control as other mediums,
Mhm.
do you have something set in your head that you would like to achieve with it, or do you kind of let it speak to you?
It's it's hard. It does have a mind of its own. It's almost 50-50. I do have a rough vision in my head before I get started. I have like my background is in design and art direction, so it comes with like, all right, I want the composition to sort of look like this. And but then once I start pouring, sometimes the table might not be level. Sometimes I do an accidentally more heavier pour. So like you have to kind of just go with the flow. Sometimes it doesn't happen where I want it to be, but I just kind of gently move it in the direction that it might want to go. And you know what? The surprising thing is some of my best works come from those. I would say like happy accidents. I improvise quickly. I find a way to maybe find different colors to mix in and create a composition that I eventually like.
Sue, what other like with the alcohol inks, what other like mediums? Because you said it's mixed media. What else do you incorporate into your work?
Yes, some of the pieces that are in the exhibit are actually, so sometimes I spray paint the whole background. Um, how did I start doing that? I think I wanted to see, it's all about gradients. It's all about, for me, it's all about color. So that whole collection, I started just spray painting the entire background with a cool gradient. I wanted to experiment with color on top of color. So sometimes it's a mix of all different pastel spray paints. And then I pour the alcohol ink. And then afterwards, I sometimes throw down acrylic paints. I create strokes and lines with like gold, and sometimes I even add gold leaves to it. It really comes intuitively. Uh, I love exploring with different mediums, so I always dabble and play around. And recently, I've even started doing like really fun collage works where I start cutting my pieces up and making a whole new version of it. So you never know.
Well, Sue, thank you so much for speaking to me today. And I really hope everyone who's listening sees more of your work, come to the exhibit, see your work in person, because your work, like you said in the beginning, it does. It has a very profound calming effect. It's got such a flow of beauty through it. It's really something to experience, one on one with the piece. It really is. It's
Yeah,
exceptional.
yes. Yeah, please come visit. It looks different when you look up close versus when you go like from far away. I say every artwork I love. That's why I love going to museums and galleries. It's such an experience to see art in person than on your phone or on a
I
screen.
I also recommend following you on social media and going to your website. And taking one of your classes because you share your talent with other people as well.
Yes, it
Yeah.
has become a mission.
Thank you again.
Thank you.